It's a violation of your boundaries, which you decide that you're going to put up with just because you need the money.
So why did you come to Australia, and when did you come? How old were you?
So that summer when I got into escorting, I was 27 years old, and I was finishing my master's in interactive media. I applied on scholarships in English-speaking countries. So I looked at India, I looked at MIT in south of Montreal, New York. So that's the eastern coast of America.
So you just really wanted to learn English. So you were kind of just going to go anywhere the wind took you.
Where I maybe had a scholarship. So,
and that was Australia.
So when I got here, I got the scholarship in a Masters of Interactive Media.
So how did you find prostitution in Australia?
Well, I didn't think I would find it. It sort of found me again, because that's what happens. I thought that this time in Montreal, so the escorting, 2 months of escorting, earning $20,000 to save money to come to Australia. So in my head, no one would know about it.
So in your head, it was a Montreal thing, and you kind of left it there when you came to Australia.
Yeah, left it all there. It was going to be buried, a secret, as it is for many women. So difficult to share these experiences. I finished a 1-year program, which I had a grant for, so it was paid for, but I still had nothing ahead of me. I thought I need a job. I don't have many contacts. My English isn't that good. The job market is competitive, and at the time there were internet cafes. There's still a couple left there these days, but you can see like internet cafes. So I thought, I need to Google. I don't know if we call that this way, but I need to search if there's escorting here. I had no idea about the prevalence of the laws here. Found first brothel that was advertised there, and it says 5-star escorting or something like that. It was the word escorting there. Just call them straight away from a payphone. Wow. And
so were you just working out of that one brothel? How did it work for you?
Yeah, I'm a very loyal person. I just stayed there. I was a day girl. So I was the studious one who had a book with her all the time in the corner, in the girls' room. And I did work some night shifts, but it's real party lifestyle. And I wasn't as extravagant as the night girls. And so I also could pretend I had a day job.
How many sexual partners would you have in a day?
Oh, yeah, up to... How many hours is there in a day, you know? But how much can you do? Like, it's exhausting. And so...
what is it? How is it on your body and mentally having sex with so many people? And
it's a violation of your boundaries, which you decide that you're going to put up with just because you need the money. So, you know, if you could wash dishes and make $200 per hour, you'd do the dishes. Everyone would be washing dishes.
And what was the money like?
Yeah, that was that. That was the basic amount, cash that you made.
$200 in an hour?
Yeah, with the clients. If there's no client, there's no money. So you can sit the whole day without seeing anyone if you don't meet the men's requirements.
So the men get to pick and choose who they take. Yeah, how does it work?
Oh, well, like it's so male-driven, you know, no choice. Women have no... Well, you know, in the upmarket brothels, the managers tell you you can choose and you don't have to go with someone you don't want to. But if you're too picky, then in a way they start to dislike you. You can feel it. But if they think you're a good investment, they'll just go with your requirements in a way. But yeah, you can say no.
How do you manage the work when there's people that you don't like, you don't know them? You just mentioned that you just completely disconnect from what you're doing. How do you manage that?
I was interested in acting, so I was perfect because I didn't know the damage. I didn't know I was a vulnerable person. I didn't know I was naive. I didn't know that this was going to affect me that much, that I would suffer from serious complex post-traumatic stress. I was fully aware of what was going on. I didn't know as much about trauma as I do now. How you cope with that is really by telling yourself repeatedly that you're reaching your financial goals. I wanted to make the men pay. So literally with the cash they were giving me that my father never provided, they're compensating because something's wrong in their life. They're not balanced, they're not healthy, and they're looking for companionship, they're looking for release their sexual energy or their libido, whatever you call it. They're going to get in debt to pay for women for sex because it's so easy.
What sort of clients were you seeing? Who were these people coming in?
The answer, I can tell you, is anyone and everyone. So there's no one type.
So were you also able to put your own rules down, or is that up to the pimps to kind of decide what the boundaries are?
So when you make your first call, when you start and then you don't know anything, they say, well, you can charge what you want. If you want the men to, for example, in an upmarket legal brothel in Victoria, they would say you can charge more. So there's a basic service, and I really don't like talking about it. We can decide what we offer in a way. So say what we are recommended to say that is the basic service, and it involves full intercourse. A penis inside a vagina, basically. It's so much fun to talk about these things. But at the time, the prices were $1.90 per hour, and then the brothel gets $70 for the room, and I'd get $120. But if I wanted to make more, then at the time the prices were, I was charging $30 to $50, and the man could kiss my lips, and how far they go and how deep their tongue goes. That goes with me trying to stop them. That was me then. That's what I was talking about. I don't talk about these things much these days. And then it could also touch the genital area, which doesn't include the anus. So those who want to go there, you charge $100. And then when you finish, the reception give you your cut, but the client may have given you extra in the room. Your extra with your extra services that I just talked about.
How long were you working out of that brothel for?
So until I had a really traumatic client who I feared would chase me down and find me, then I switched to work to be sexually exploited somewhere else.